Hi, my channel name is Second Era of Moles, and if you clicked on this video accidentally, 90 seconds is all I ever ask. This is Whisperwood, so I assume that it's going to be filled with people coming up to me and going, "Wood," because that's whispering wood. Yeah. Okay. This is an in-browser game on GameJolt. It was made for AsylumJam, like Escape the Room type of thing. In my dreams, I'm sailing on the wind, adrift between the pines. Clouds roll overhead, heralding the dusk. I'm a child, held by an unseen raven, cawing in the waning sunlight. An ancient thing stirs in the forest. A sharp breath catches my throat, and then I wake up. Ugh, God, what time is it? It is 1:10. Have I been asleep? I sit up on the couch, rub my eyes. Lounge is dimly lit by the lamp in the corner. I must have slept through the sunset. Christ, I don't even remember laying down. Yeah, we've all been there. The coffee table is littered with candy wrappers, half-empty bottle of soda sits next to the TV remote, and my phone. I should probably check my phone, see what my phone says. Shit, it's after 9. Well, 9 in the morning, yeah. It's not too early to be drinking, though. What the hell? When the hell did I fall asleep? I unlock the screen and read over Leanne's message from earlier. Sarah, oh, so I'm a girl. I'm a pretty girl. I'm a pretty girl. Thanks again for coming on short notice. I'm sorry we weren't here to see you. John told me last minute he had to collect some books from work, so we had to leave for dinner earlier than I thought. I promise we'll catch up and chat about the opening at the firm next time. There is money on my dresser upstairs for dessert. For desert. We're gonna go to the desert. Stitch is troubled. He needs desserts. We told Bailey if he is good, then you'll order in ice cream. Do you really order in ice cream? Pizza you order in? You go out and buy ice cream, I would think. We'll be back around 1. Tell your mum you say hi. We should probably get that I say hi when I say hi to her. I slipped the phone into my pocket. Shit, you have this far out of town. White leather sofa. Black leather gloves. Wide Moroccan rug laid out over the woolen carpet. Wall-mounted TV. Super expensive sound system. Gonna go all back to the future and hook up my guitar and yeah, you know what Martin McFly does. Kinda want to finish off that soda. Ooh, hectic case of cottonmouth. The snake? Snakes! Snakes! Why did it have to be snakes? I'll hang on to the rest of the soda for later. I better go look for Bailey. Bailey is a boy's name, isn't it? I stand up, dizzy, brush my hair out of my face. Yeah, it's the problem with having fabulous hair, you gotta brush it out of your face. Bailey! I call out for the boy. We've been planning on watching a movie, but the TV isn't even on. Why didn't he wake me up? Ugh. Problem child. He's probably trying to find the candy in the kitchen. I hid it for myself. Ah, Snickers, man. I was going to say Mars bars, but I cannot eat Mars bars anymore. I step into the kitchen. It always smells like lemongrass in here. Those damn hippies. The backlights on the stove reflect gently off the marble countertop, but it's dark. I can see the pines swaying in the wind through the glass door leading to the deck. The pines were roaring in the heights. He's not here, Bailey. My voice catches in the dark. A muted echo. I should make sure he didn't raid the fridge. Maybe he's in the hall. Damn it! Oh, I fucked it up right at the end! Didn't raid the fridge. Maybe he's in the hall. I'm so disappointed now. That's gonna haunt me for the rest of the day. I fucked it. It was right there, and I fucked it. Okay, maybe I should make sure he didn't raid the fridge. Leanne got one of those big rich person refrigerators. She got one of those big rich person refrigerators that are all shiny and reflective. What a dick. It's a shame that there are so many flyers and papers pinned to it with alphabet magnets. Not to mention the calendar. Maybe I should make some rude word. Christ, it's already September. It's not even September, it's November. Wow, Leanne's firm has a lot of big events this month. No wonder she didn't make it back to Coral Cove much these days. John wants me and Mom to go to this. It's a flyer for Coral Fest. I used to love going as a kid, but it's lame now. I should talk to someone about changing the images too. The cartoon witch is getting super old. Okay. I should move out of this place. Bailey better not have gone to the candy. Leftovers, half a cake from Leanne's birthday and about a quart of milk. Plenty of beer. Candy is untouched. What about the beer? Can I have some? Can I have beer? Mum said I could. Nothing I feel like eating. You don't want to eat cake? Are you sure? I'm kind of... Well, you... Whoa, it's super windy outside. Floor-to-ceiling glass doors lead out onto the redwood deck. I can see the pines swaying outside. The deadbolt's locked. Bailey isn't out there. Still a little dizzy. I turn around, my back pressed to the cool glass of the door. Fuck me, what was that? I stare through the half-dark, searching for the source of the noise. I think it came from Bailey's room. I dash through the hall and into Bailey's room. Bailey? I look around. The nightlight is on, his bed is empty, and there are shards of glass shattered over the carpet before the broken window. The fuck? I mutter, a peculiar mix of anger and anxiety twist in my gut. What the hell happened? I'm careful to step around the broken glass. Wind from the forest outside blowing in and whipping my hair about my face. I can't see a rock or brick or anything. What broke it? Bailey? I call out in the darkness. Are you out there? The pines sway in the breeze. There's no way he's out there. All the doors are locked. He's only 4. He couldn't throw anything hard enough to break this window. Wait, if the broken glass is on the inside, that means it was broken from the outside. That's something that we learned from Hot Fuzz. What a film that is. He must be somewhere else. God, this is creepy. The glass is mixed with Lego on the carpet. He's got Lego? It's cold. Night air filling the room. Isn't he a bit young for Lego, though, if he's 4? I suppose not. He couldn't be outside, but a responsible babysitter should check, right? Is that little shit hiding under the bed? Is he under the bed? Sighing, I get on my hands and knees and look under the bed. An old stuffed animal. What? Random stub for it? Sure. Last thing I need is Bailey drawing all over the walls again. He's a scamp. I just can't stop him when he gets into that artistic mode. It's from his red face. I'll deal with this later. I step into the hall. The carpet is soft. Light from the porch filters in through the frosted windows around the front door. Bailey's bedroom is just here. Should check. I grip my teeth. So cold. So cold. There are jagged shards of glass still sticking out from the windowsill. I place my hands carefully on the windowsill and start to lift myself through. Wait a sec. I lower myself and take out the soda bottle. I grip it backwards in my fist and use the pot. Yay, I knock it out. That's safer. This will be up, I think. Bailey? I lick my lips and step further away from the house. I'm shivering. Bailey, are you out here? I'm not mad, I promise. I'm so fucking mad right now. God, I feel ridiculous. There's no way a 4-year-old managed to get out of the house and then somehow smash that window in. But like, what else could it be? I'll just look a little longer. My breath is misting. I step forward away from the house. The forest is looming ahead. Pine needles drifting down slowly to the ground, scattered by the wind. Bailey? I cough, staggering. It's too damn cold. I shiver, dizzy. The wind picks up and blows specks into my eyes. I clamp them shut, gritting my teeth and cursing. Ah, shit! No! They're definitely not Whisperwood. Fourscore and 7 years ago. That's what they're saying. 7 years ago. Eyes closed, staggering. I shudder inside. The wind stops suddenly, bathing the night in silence. Quiet, but for my own staccato breaths. I rub my eyes. Ugh! I spit. My mouth tastes like blood. I can feel a horrid chill caress my insides, like something holding me. Someone icy. Broken nails and fur growing on ancient fingers. I spin around, blinking through the dirt in my eyes. What the fuck was that? I knew it was stupid to come out here. I run back towards the house, to the soft green glow of the nightlight through the windows of Bailey's room. I carefully crawl back inside, goosebumps pricking up all over. I turn and look back through the window. The night is cold, empty. Pull yourself together, Sarah. Just find the kid. I can't slap myself. I'm just expecting it, and now my neck hurts. That was alright. So, he definitely wasn't in the lounge, right? I should look somewhere else. I might take a peek in John's study. Go through all of John's shit. Who is this John, anyway? Who does he think he is? The lamp by the window is on. Sheer curtain shifting gently in an unfelt breeze. Ooh, the room is half cardboard boxes, half library. Or library. His redwood desk is covered in books, DVDs, and a bunch of computer stuff I don't even recognize. The door in the corner goes to the den. I remember the last time I was here, I had Leanne arguing with John about getting all his stuff out of the study. She wants him to focus on his work at the university, and not on this project he has going on about the old myths surrounding Coral Cove. The old sea captain who kidnaps children. I don't know why she hates it so much. John didn't grow up around here, I guess. Everyone born and raised in Coral Cove has heard the stories. John is just super interested by them. I think it's cute. Bailey isn't here. I wonder what he's packing away. Just go with Max and root through everyone's shit. I pull open one of the half-empty boxes on John's desk. It's a heap of notebooks. I sift through them. They're all dated and marked with locations. Boston, Salem, Nantucket, Hartford, Coral Cove. There once was a man from Nantucket who drilled a big hole in a bucket. I didn't think John was the type to keep a journal. I take out the journal labelled Coral Cove and flip through it to the last page about halfway through. All I can conclude is that if there is any truth to the myths about Candace Wheatley, either nobody in the town wants to talk about her, or there exists no evidence to suggest she was anything other than a pilgrim woman who died of typhoid. However, as stated previously, when you study the accounts from 1686, which tie Wheatley to the murders of Arthur O'Shea, Lynette Donnelly, and William White, there appear a number of inconsistencies. If Candace Wheatley died of typhoid, why is she not buried in the Wheatley plot with the rest of her family in Coral Cove Cemetery? If Candace Wheatley wasn't tried for the murders, given the bodies were found buried beneath her own home, the graves marked with chalk, then who was? Who, in a settlement of 60 pilgrims, would murder 3 children in a ritualistic fashion, only to, if modern popular opinion is to be believed, have the town ignore them? Lots of questions to me that only point to one certainty. Candace Wheatley is the Whisperwood Witch. The Whisperwood Witch? Ugh, John! I dropped the book back into the box. No wonder Leanne wants John to focus on his career. He's always been super stubborn. He just has to listen to the people who actually grew up here. Everyone in Coral Cove knows about the Whisperwood Witch. Old stories about a hag who crawled out to the sea to prey to the good Christians. To prey on the good Christians. Yeah, that would make sense. Just pray to the Christians, who themselves praying to someone else. It's a big circle. It's like a circle. Lures unfaithful men into the forest to eat their hearts and stay forever young. Corrals the minds of virgins to make them do unchristian things. Like not go to mass on a Sunday. She's kind of like a mascot for Coral Cove. Is that what their football team is called? We're the Coral Cove Witches. I'm pretty sure John also reads a lot about UFOs and thinks Bush did 9/11. Well, did he? What are those dudes? He's got a stack of old movies piled up next to the old computer stuff. The Hills Have Eyes, Rosemary's Baby, The Evil Dead, A Rapey Tree, even that Twins movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito are brothers. They're not just brothers, they're twins. That's why the movie is called Twins. John sure does like his horror flicks. There's a lot of Computron stuff. I click it. I read the text. I open one of the boxes that are practically bursting with hardware and cables, and a big fat monitor. A loose sheet of paper sits on top, and someone has scribbled, "Junk!" Whoa, what? Pretty sure all the computer stuff John has was gifted to him from Harvard. He almost never shuts up about being an alumni. Probably gonna be easy for Bailey to get in there one day. Harvard. So, Bailey might be downstairs. The brass knob of the door is all tarnished. It's locked. I'm kind of glad. Pretty sure the last time I was here, Leanne said the lights were dead down there. Oh, I'm gonna end up going down there, aren't I? Great. So, let's look somewhere else. Guess I'll go up the stairs. I take the stairs up into the hall. I've only been up here a handful of times. It feels kind of weird being here alone. Is there a toilet not upstairs? It's like, just don't pee when you're there. It could be in Leanne and John's room, spare room, sitting room. They have a sitting room upstairs? Wow. I walk up to the double door. What the hell? The knobs are bound together with a rope. What is this Boy Scout shit? I can't untie this. Maybe I can find something to cut it with. You want me to cut something? How about the spare room? The door to the spare room is ajar. It's not a jar, it's a door. I hope he isn't here. The guest room is pristine, other than the bed, which looks like it's never been slept in. Here, there is just the built-in wardrobe with mirrored doors. I wonder why Leanne built the house with an extra room. The Campbells never have house guests. Never mentioned having another kid or anything. Mum says Leanne and John are super concerned with looks. Mum is always right. My mama said, my mama, I don't know really. Maybe Mum's just jealous that Leanne has her own firm. Wow, probably didn't help that she could afford to build a new house up here by the woods. Super expensive. I think she must have greased some palms or something, because I also thought this was historically protected or something. Let's check the wardrobe. My own muted reflection in the mirror startles me. Bah! Bah! I have my own reflection in the viewfinder of the camera. Damn, that's a handsome man. Bailey, are you hiding in here? It's empty, but a few wire clothes hangers and what? I bob down. It's looked like maybe mud, maybe? Smeared on the inside wall. Reach out and touch faith. The mud is sticky, thick between my fingers. I lift my hand to my nose and sniff. Yuck, it's foul, like horse fur mixed with vomit, laced with piss. I'll have a pint of disgusting! I wipe it off on the carpet, driving my fingers back and forth. I stand up swaying, my mouth tastes tangy like metallic, like blood. That's the second time it's tasted like blood. Are you sure you don't have like a loose tooth or something? Check the wardrobe again. Nope. He's not here. Okay, Leanne and John's room. The master bedroom is cold. A sliver of light from behind the door to the ensuite lays across the bed. Covers askew. Pillows on the floor. Didn't peg Leanne the type for having a messy bedroom. Bailey, you in here? Did Bailey make this mess while I was sleeping? I sigh, bend over and grab the pillows on the floor, tossing them onto the bed. Don't stress, he will be here somewhere. I run my hands through my hair and take a steady breath. Still feeling kinda dizzy. I sit down on the edge of the bed and rub my eyes. Oh fuck. The wall opposite the bed is covered in chalk. Shit. Scribbles and other stupid stuff. God damn it, Bailey, your mum's gonna be pissed with me. I hope red chalk doesn't stain the walls. What a little bugger. Better check the bathroom. I squint at the light from the heat lamp on the ceiling, bathing the white tiles in a burnt orange glow. Ooh. A thick granite wall separates the bathroom from the walk-in shower. Ooh. Maybe I should splash some water on my face. The sink is marble, black, curved, and deeply polished. I turn the faucet, bend forward, and scoop a handful of water on top of my face. I look at myself in the mirror. I squint, leaning closer. When did that happen? There's a cut on my face. I don't have a cut on my face, but she does. Long, but already clotted. It doesn't hurt, but it looks bad. This is weird. I should look somewhere else. Okay. So I've checked all the rooms. And there was nothing. Maybe back downstairs? He wasn't in the lounge. Kitchen. Maybe I could use one of those knives to cut the rope upstairs. Like, om-nom and cut the rope. One of the knives is, I walk to the stove and look at the nightboard. That's weird. One of the knives is already missing. I'll take the smaller one. Oh god, is someone gonna stab me? Okay, let's go upstairs. And sitting room. This should do the trick. The door suddenly swing in, slamming back to the walls. Fuck! I step inside. The curtains are drawn. In the half dark, I can see a fold-out table in the corner, a bookcase laden with Leanne's law books, a long canvas with a sheet over it in the corner. No sign of Bailey. It's not going to be like the painting of Dorian Gray in the corner, is it? Wow, I'd love to have all these books. They'd be great for when it floods in the winter time. I wander over to the bookcase. Beautiful leather-bound volumes. I hope I can get into BU next year. Don't really want to apply out in DC. Leanne told me she might have a job for me doing admin stuff at the firm during the summer, but she keeps putting off talking to me about it. It's too dark to read in here anyway. Weird to see such a cheap table. It's the kind of table you'd pack to go camping on family vacation. Cool. I sift through them. Alice through the looking glass. Glanville Williams, learning the law. Demons and Witches of Ireland. Pretty crazy reading list. Wait, was that the only option? Okay, these... Oh! These must be the keys to the den. Glad I checked that. I thought it was just useless to me. Maybe that canvas is why the doors were rope shut. Why would you think that? I take the sheet by the corners and pull, letting it fall to the floor. Weird. Leanne is not a Nazi person. I get down onto my knees to check it out. The fuck? I squint in the dark. It's an oil painting depicting a young woman strung up by her wrist between two trees. People in masks stand below, holding flaming torches. Wow. In the air above are baby angels. Cherubs or something? Cherubim? But the weirdest thing is that it looks vandalized. Someone has scribbled all over it. It's hard to make out, but I think it says, Candy Candy, Demon Born of Clay. How many kids did you kill today? Oh, that sounds like one of those Bloody Mary things. Yeah. There's a note taped to the corner. It's a folded sheet of paper held in place with tape. I unfold it. Hard to read the writing here. John, told you so. Nobody thinks it's legit, but I have it on good authority. Just no idea who painted it. That's Candice Wheatley being strung up. She's basically your girlfriend these days, right? Ha! Nerd! I know there are no official records of it, but she was tried, and the townsfolk brought her up to the woods and murdered her the same way she murdered those kids. Except for, draining her blood and drinking it. According to the legend, she screamed and screamed and cursed. Her teeth filed to fangs to tear the flesh of her victims, gushing blood. She screamed for hours after she should have been dead. Wow, apart from the whole fang thing though, she was a bit of a babe, don't you think? Am I right? Screaming for hours after she should have been dead? Making her scream like that, know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're not sure who. Someone eventually cut her down and buried her up there. Grave is probably unmarked, but I also had people who have gone hiking in the woods claim to have seen it. They never know exactly where they saw it. Funny how that works. Anyway, this is worth a penny or two, so please don't damage it. See you soon. Greg. Maybe Greg? Greg? Ammo Greg. Okay, he's not here. I'll look somewhere else. So, down into the den. Am I gonna find... Did he build the house over her grave? Oh, that would be creepy. I'll try the keys from upstairs. I try a couple of keys, but the third one fits. Great. I turn the knob and the door opens. It's super dark down there. I can use my phone as a torch, I guess. I really want to say, fuck this, I'll look somewhere else, but there's nowhere else to look. I take out my phone and use it as a flashlight. I better check everywhere. It's too dark down here, even with the phone. And how is it colder than upstairs? Heat rises. Heat rises, you know. Basements tend to be dark and dingy and cold and rapey and murdery. Look to the left, look to the right, look to the side. Wait, what? He bowls to the left. I wandered over to the left. No furniture or anything. There's the USPS parcel though, about the size of a shoebox. Does it contain a shoebox? I stoop down, holding my phone closer. It's addressed to John via Harvard. It's from some place called the Theosophical Society of Massachusetts, Boston, Mass. I peel back the folded cardboard. Just a whole bunch of packing peanuts and a letter. Anybody want a peanut? Well, I wonder what's down in the dark. And it says, "Hi John, been a while. Funny how ever since you knocked up that lawyer we never hear from you. Almost like you forgot where you come from, huh? Your letter was unexpected. You're living in Coral Cove? I thought you were smarter than that, given you learnt about that place when you were with us. Just gonna ask you for two things. 1. Don't be a fucking idiot. Use this to write your paper or whatever it is you're doing and send it back. 2. If you're stupid enough to live in Coral Cove, just do me a favour and stay out of the woods." Great. And remember that witches have power over young women. Be careful who you involve with this. Ah, man. He set me up. He set me up. That absolute fucker. He set me up to be controlled by the witch for his little study thing. Motherfucker. I miss you. Haley Adwell. Theosophical Society of Massachusetts. P.S. I heard Bill sent you a letter. Basically pretended he didn't know you. That must have hurt. I'm sorry. Who the fuck is Bill? Ooh. Wow, she sounded mad. I wonder what she sent him. He bowls to the right. I guide myself slowly to the right. A few sealed boxes of John's things from upstairs are piled in the corner, along with a cluster of dried sage and another journal like the ones in the study. This journal is just marked candy. Matt. Because in Cut the Rope he likes candy, and he goes, Matt. Sage? My name is Sage. I pick up the sage. I wonder what this is doing down here. One end of it looks all burnt up. Smells good though. Sage and apple stuffing. Yeah, it's gonna be Christmas soon. Christmas dinner. Might take this with me. Looking in the right again. Candy? I flip through the journal. Its writing is more erratic, less academic. It's just a whole book about Coral Cove and Candace Wheatley. Here's something. Haley sent through the diary kept by Father Joseph O'Hara. It has in-depth discussion of Candace Wheatley's trial. She's specifically tried for witchcraft. O'Hara goes on in detail about how she claims she didn't murder any children. Witness testimony says that she was seen drinking blood. It basically describes a renewal ritual. Old becoming new, ancient devouring youth. This is groundbreaking stuff. Candace claims it wasn't her. She said something made her do it. A woman, Father O'Hara writes. Oh, was she, possessed by a hag, a woman coated in fur, stinking of horse and urine. Like the stuff upstairs. Am I possessed now? Oh god. Was I being possessed and that's why I was asleep and I don't remember anything and that's how I got the cut on my face and I killed Bailey? The townsfolk believe Candace Wheatley to be the Whisperwood witch, but what if she was just a puppet on a lonely spring? Oh, who would ever wanna be king? There are many accounts of witches both in America and Europe that describe young women being forced to act strangely, even violently. Always women. It's what led to so many innocent girls being burned at the stake. Interesting take. A hot take. But killing children and drinking blood? Wow. From what I learned about renewal rituals from the society, if Wheatley had killed not just one, but 3 children? It means the Whisperwood witch could still be alive. Fuck. John is in way too deep. If I were Leanne, I'd want him to keep all this crazy stuff down here too. Why was the journal marked Candy? Oh, Candy, Candice, maybe a nickname? Possible nickname. Neighbor with a beard. Maybe something else. Look to the side. I walk over to the side in the direction of the cool air. The carpet is filthy, dirty, and stinking mud smeared all over it. Holy shit. There's a massive hole in the wall, torn into the clay, blowing icy air into the den. The carpet around it is torn up, roots hanging from the moist earth, curtaining the entrance. I walk up to the hole, lean down and hold up my phone. Wait. I peer deeper. Oh fuck. Fuck me. I reach out and pluck a torn bit of cloth that's clinging to one of the roots. It's fabric from Bailey's superhero pajamas. Is Bailey actually down there? FML. There's no way I'll look somewhere else. Fuck, this is too dark. I'm just gonna check the other rooms. Just make sure I'm not a crazy. Dining room. Oh, I didn't look in the dining room. I remember when John bought this table. It looks like someone just carved a slice of massive pine tree and polished it up. Leanne was so worried Bailey would hurt himself on all those uneven edges. There is a bag with a tub of ice cream sitting on the table next to some scattered envelopes. Didn't I put this in the freezer? I open the bag. It's melting everywhere. Melting! Oh, what a world! Whoops, chocolate and vanilla is his favourite. I shouldn't read the mail, but I'm going to. Max Caulfield, you nosy bitch. Looks like Leanne and John love their junk mail, only a couple of real letters. Oh, John's got something from Worthington. Whoa, weird letterhead, that's for sure. Dear Mr. Campbell, in regards to your recent inquiries, I'll ask you to please cease and desist. I understand now that both my colleagues and I have told you more than once that all the questions you have about the history of Coral Cove and the surrounding woods can be found on Wikipedia, of all places. There is nothing more to Candace Wheatley than what you already know, so let me reiterate, she died in Coral Cove in 1688. Historians suspect it was typhoid. No charges were never laid against her. But I never even done nothing or nothing! If it weren't for your revered reputation at Harvard, I'd not be wasting my time with you. We are serious about what we do. We don't pay credence to folktales that stigmatize our beliefs and practices. Kind regards, Bill Van Stray, Theosophical Society of Massachusetts. Oh, so he was in trouble. Leanne got something from AT&T. Lots of calls to firms back in Boston. I wonder why they didn't just move out there. John grew up in Lexington after all, and the commute must be horrible for Leanne. I really shouldn't snoop. He might be down here. Down where? I squat down and peer into the dark under the table. Just a forest of deeply polished chair legs. Damn it, Bailey. Okay, so that was new. Oh, okay. I open the front door and step out onto the porch. It's cold out. The pines loom around the house. Silent, swaying guardians at the edge of the forest. Down the long drive, far across the treetops ahead, I can see the lights of Coral Cove. If it's one thing I like about living in a small town, it's that I can still see the stars at night. What's that? I stoop down on the wooden porch. My red Converse is sitting by the door, covered in mud. That's weird. When did I get muddy? I didn't think it even rained today. Good thing I didn't track it through the house. Better go back inside. Okay, here we go. I hold my phone close and get on my hands and knees. Gritting my teeth against the cold, I crawl into the passage. My breathing is short, ragged. The walls of the passage brush against my side. My free hand is clawing at the earth, dragging me forward. Can't believe I'm doing this. I keep going. The tunnel turns and twists. A steady stream of water is trickling in, running in a little river between my knees and back the way I came. I grunt, grabbing a thick root and hoisting myself up a steeper passage. Bailey! Sighing, I pull myself all the way up. The air is cooler up here. Bailey, you little shit! I keep going. I can see the the opening. Minutes later, I push through freshly turned earth, my hands reaching up and gripping the forest floor. I drag myself out of the hole, panting, laying on my back, covered in mud and sweat. All muddy and sweaty and dirty. The pines are all around, ominous needles falling about me in the wind. I'm gonna ask Leanne for the biggest You can't ask for a raise, you lost their child, you dip! I stand up, wiping the dirt from my face. I swallow, feeling my stomach turn and my mouth dry up as I look down at the hole I just crawled out of. It's right before a weathered granite headstone. Fuck this. Just fuck this, seriously. Maybe it's not real. It's just a rock, right? Right? I lean forward, holding my phone up to the gravestone. It's so old. Words are half faded and half caked with moss. I can just barely read it. Candace Elizabeth Wheatley, 1669 to 1688. Faith without works is dead. I back away from the headstone. I start to call for Bailey, only taking my eyes off the grave when I can hardly see it anymore. I stamp through the windy forest, shivering, my voice aching from screaming Bailey's name. I can smell smoke on the air, ahead beyond the trees. Is that a house? I walk closer, twisting and turning between the pines. Not a house, a cabin. In the woods. A cabin in the woods. Oh, I walk closer, the light from the open doorway hurts my eyes. Baba? With a shaky hand on the banister, I step up the porch. It stinks like mud and shit. Earth scents mixed with piss and the stench of a barn. My voice shakes as I walk inside. A wood fire in the corner is burning under a rusted steel pot. A pile of pelts lay in the corner, wolfskins and bearskins, mouldy and rotted. A table to my right is laden with pots and pans, packed with dirt and animal bones, bowls of herbs, and a shriveled squirrel corpse. Ugh. And, that can't be... It's the missing knife from Leanne's kitchen. It's covered in blood. How did it... That makes no sense. Shaking, I reach out, fingers brushing the handle of the blade. I remember. I'd been standing on the porch, waving goodbye to Davis, the delivery guy who bought the ice cream. It was still light out. Bailey was so excited, jumping and running about my feet like a hungry cat. Don't worry, I chided him as we walked into the dining room. You get to pick your flavours first, I promise. I want chocolate one. And the one with vanilla, he said, grinning at me excitedly, little hands clasping the hem of my t-shirt. Alright, okay. Did you pack up your Legos? He bit his thumb, looked at me, shaking his head with a frown. You promised to pick up your Legos, right? He looked down, ashamed, nodding. Well, you go be a good boy and pick up your Legos. Then you'll get ice cream. Okay? How does that sound? He jumps excitedly. Okay! Oh, if you've not seen it before, look up the Awkward Yeti comics. They're funny. I remember watching him run down the hall to his room, clad in his superhero pajamas. His Tom Brady pajamas. Then what happened? I'd put the ice cream on the table and I screamed. There was a woman in the kitchen. Naked, dirty. So dirty she looked hairy. Her head a mane of scraggly brown sticks. Ah! My cry caught in my throat. As quick as I'd seen the woman, she was gone. But I moved with a foreign compulsion. I strode purposefully into the kitchen, pulled the knife from the rack without a second glance, and then walked down to Bailey's room. Uh-oh. But it wasn't me, right? What I remember doing. But it was more like watching. I was a passenger in my own body. My hand was an ancient claw, grabbing him from behind, feeling his little wails reverberate through his throat against my hand, watching his little hands spill Lego all over the carpet. No. Fuck it. Fuck that. I didn't do that. I didn't. I dropped the knife on the cabin floor. Shaking, hyperventilating, I fall to my knees, my face contorting in silent wails of torment. I didn't do it. Flashes before my eyes. Wet blood on my hands, trudging through the forest mud as the sun began to set, a limp body dragging behind me. A little figure strung up between the trees. Warm blood in my mouth, down my throat. The woman chanting, crying, cackling with glee. It wasn't me. She made me do it. The woman made me do it. It wasn't me. I collapse onto the floor, my phone slipping from my hand. I shudder at the sound of footsteps behind me. Gentle, weightless. A hand on my shoulder, squeezing. Slowly I look up. The woman is naked, caked with dirt. Her skin is young, lush, pink. Blonde hair messy about her face. Her soft lips peeled back. Fangs caked with blood. I clamp my eyes shut and scream! Outside, my cries are stifled by the pines swaying in the icy moonlight wind. My pain is a moment. I'm tossed away. A life poisoned by age is useless. I rise up a moment later, lofty and alone. The trees tossing me this way and that. The pines brush back and forth, carrying the voice of a shrill choir, barely heard. Whispers of the innocence lost to the woods, the youth eaten by the ancient thing that stirs in the woods above Coral Cove. And the voices from that choir shall be heard. Nevermore. Oh, that was creepy. Ooh, I liked it though. Oh, that's sending shivers down my back. That is. Oh, man. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. It was very creepy. There were times where I was like, I don't wanna go forward. Very, very simple. And a lot of it was in the atmosphere that it built up. But it did build up a good atmosphere when you found all of the things that John was into. Fucking John. It's all his fault. And now his son is dead. Not my fault. So anyway, that was Whisperwood. No one actually whispered wood in that game. I whispered wood. See, I'm fulfilling the game title. But if you made it past the 90-second mark, thank you very much and congratulations. If you've made it this far, maybe you're willing to go a bit further. You can follow me on Twitter, I'm at RainmakerNO12, or you can subscribe to the channel for notifications of future videos. But thank you very much for watching this one, and goodbye.